Hello and welcome to 11 Blockchain's testimonial. Today we have an interview with Habib Sharty, independent consultant. Thank you, Habib, for being with us.
Thank you, Enrico. Thank you for the time.
I am Enrico Camerinelli, industry analyst. So, as people might already know, at 11 Blockchains, we do not sell blockchain, but rather we want to help corporate executives to understand and decide how the technology fulfills their business needs and objectives. And the best way to do this is to speak with real people like Habib, who is going to share with us his experience and also giving some precious advice. So Habib, let's go with the first question. What is your interest in blockchain?
Thank you, Enrico. You might as well ask me, what's my interest in food? It's for survival. As a business, if you are in agriculture, and I say this with a particular focus on SMEs in Africa, or you are in trade or in import and export, or you're in trade finance, you really have no choice. You will encounter blockchain soon enough if you haven't already. We are already using blockchain as a technology, whether we are aware of it or not. If you have a passport, you recently had to change it to an e-passport, or you are aware of a deadline as to when to change the current one that you have. Now, blockchain is about authenticity, and the first step in that journey is identity. An e-passport achieves that. So for me, the application of that level of authenticity in a commercial transaction is what interests me. To actually view a commercial transaction with a lens of what you see is what you get is a goal every genuine business will pursue. But just on a light note, Enrico, the name blockchain, you block and you chain, while the reality is very different. It is about access and freedom. So at some point, perhaps we should have a discussion on the name.
Nice.
Immediately in our minds, a block signifies an obstacle, and a chain indicates that there is a weak link that exists. In reality, it is a mesh, not a chain. So maybe we should have that conversation later on, not now. Yeah.
Very good. A very interesting point. It's good. Can you tell us a little bit more about your activity and where are you based?
Currently, I'm based in Nigeria, but I work most often in Nigeria and Kenya. Basically, I'm a business consultant. I advise businesses on how to basically improve their bottom lines cost effective. Basically, in a nutshell, that's what I do.
Yeah, I'm asking you this because I want to make sure the people who are listening to us know that you have a real job, and you are and not just talking about blockchain in academic or theoretical way, but you're making it part of your business, as you said, just like food. So how did you come to know about 11 Blockchains?
Okay, I got to know about 11 Blockchains on LinkedIn. There is a group, Enterprise Blockchain Live 2020, which is managed by 11 Blockchains. I found a lot of interesting information, and later on I connected with 11 Blockchains directly.
Good, thank you. So coming more into your personal experience, why have you thought of blockchain to grow your personal success?
Okay, as I said before, Enrico, I'm a business consultant. My clients depend on me to advise them on the most cost-effective way of doing business. And the solution should also be risk-based. That's basically my primary approach to the solutions. But as part of my clients' regular SWOT assessment, they expect that I will inform them of any threats or opportunities that could have an impact on their bottom line. I will say that from my own assessment, 99% of my clients will be affected by blockchain at some point in future. That is why, first of all, I enrolled in 11 Blockchains program. I'm not a subject matter expert, but what I know is that the first step in learning any subject is to know the language of that subject. Then you can be able to understand and implement what the language says. Steering or directing any enterprise is generic skill. You don't have to be an engineer or a mechanic to steer a vehicle. but you must learn how to steer through knowledge and experience. And at the moment, I'm at that knowledge part. On a personal basis, Enrico, we say I cannot say thank you enough to you, to Aviv, Enrico, yourself, and all the people behind 101 Blockchains for making blockchain easy to learn and to absorb. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, thank you for kind words. Well, now let's come to see, one thing that we see many times people get frustrated, especially those like in your position that are running their own company, their own business, is that many times they get the objection from potential clients. We are already doing this with another technology. Why should we use blockchain? And then why should I spend my time in learning about blockchain when there are many other technologies out there that could help me in my sort of consulting activity, or if I'm employed, how can I achieve more success as an employee in my own company? So based on your practical experience, because you're a seasoned expert, so you know about previous blockchain technologies, and now you know about blockchain. So what is the advice you can give on how to use blockchain as an enabler for personal success, and if there are any still limitations where you want to advise people to be very careful in approaching the technology?
I think first of all, before you can make any judgment whether to adopt technology or a certain type of technology or not, you must first be familiar with that technology. And in blockchain, you must be familiar with the use cases for blockchains. And for you to get that kind of information, I would think in our current times, webinars are an important avenue for you to be able to gain this knowledge. And I'll first of all recommend the webinars hosted by 101 Blockchains on the subject matter of blockchains and their use cases. Secondly, you must be familiar, as I said before, with the language, and also prove your familiarity with that language through certification. Again, 101 Blockchains provided that for me. I'm speaking from a personal level, that I gained that knowledge and also gained a certification to prove that I have gained that knowledge. And how I started, I just started with the free course first, and I then progressed later on. And then thirdly, you must be able to, assess readiness for blockchain, not just a matter of saying we want to adopt blockchain. Is the organization ready to adopt blockchain? And with that readiness, how will you go about effectively implementing a blockchain in an organization? Again, I found a one-stop resource with 101 Blockchains with the templates that they provided. So as I said before, you get a whole package, and for anyone that wants to implement blockchain, let me give this advice that it's not plug and play. It's not something that you wake up one day and the next day. There must be a thought process into it. You must balance efficiency with effectiveness. Where does it matter? Where does it matter? So all of this comes through planning, and planning comes with knowledge. So first of all, empower yourself with knowledge, and then think through the implementation aspect. But one thing is for sure, blockchain is here with us. So you might as well get on board as fast as possible.
Very good. Okay, these are very precious advices, Habib. Thank you very much for being with us today and sharing your knowledge and expertise. Very much appreciated.